Hi everyone, and welcome to my pickups for August and September. Now, considering I'm gone for most of August with my job, I picked up more games than I thought I did, so I'll try to explain this as I go. First pile here, we've got the animated Batman and Robin, a game I bought actually back in the day when it came out in 1994 and regretted selling, so a little redemption there. Bought it again. Raiden Trad, shooting game that one of the first Super Nintendo games that came out. Not a very good version of it, but got it for like $5, so it's okay. Then Mortal Kombat on the Super Nintendo. Looked great, but no violence. And again, bought this when it came out and sold it, and didn't regret selling it, but saw it for $5 and figured, you know what, might as well add it to the pile. Star Wars Shadow of the Empire for the N64. A game that, you know, one of the first N64 games, played it to death when it came out, but realized I never bought it, so had the chance to pick it up. And what now I believe completes my North American Castlevania collection, the Legacy of Darkness. Finally found it. Never played it before, and let me tell you folks, it is an unplayable mess. Played it for about 15 minutes, and it was one of the worst games I've ever played in my life, but that is just a fantastic reason for owning it. It is so bad. Just try it if you get it. You see if you can survive more than 15 minutes without wanting to throw the controller. God awful.
Time to add it to the pile.
Yeah. Next, I grabbed b.o.b for Super Nintendo. Actually, a friend of mine walked into a video game store and saw this and bought it for me, so thank you very much there, Marty. It's very nice of you. Might and Magic 3 for the Super Nintendo. Never played any of the Might and Magic games, so I'd try out this one. I'm still trying to hunt down the TurboGrafx one though. I know that's the rare one. Cybernator. Loved this game when it first came out. Again, never bought it for myself, but now I own it, and I will play it to death again. Lord of the Rings. Popped this in for a bit. Not a bad game, just a little complicated. The music is fantastic, but that's all I'll say about that one for now.
Hold on, put that back in. The first action-adventure RPG with multiplayer real-time combat.
And it's Volume 1. So we're still waiting for Volume 2 and 3 on Super Nintendo. Anytime Interplay, when you get finished doing that Fallout MMO, let us know.
Ooh.
And Choplifter 3, played this actually last night for a good 40 minutes. Excellent game. Loved it. But correct me if I'm wrong, does anyone remember Choplifter 2? I only remember part 1.
You got me there, man.
Alrighty. Alright, next I show a little GameCube love here. Picked up Wario World. Never got a chance to play this when it first came out, so now's as good a time as any. Ys 7, the Special Edition.
Ooh.
Now, this is actually still sealed, so if we get enough positive responses from our unboxing, maybe we'll save this one for an unboxing. We'll open it up together, see it for the first time.
Nice. Looking forward to that, guys. Please comment on that one.
And next we have got Metroid Other M, which, you know, we're Chargeback Forward here. We're not really a review show. We cover more collectibles and the culture of collecting in video games. But let me tell you something, folks. Do not listen to the critics who are bashing this game. This is a fantastic, original experience. Go and play it. Don't worry about the crybabies out there. Oh, I can't get used to the controls. It's too hard. Blah blah. Don't listen to them. Trust me. Play it. You'll love it.
Big Mike at some point is going to have a discussion about reviewers and game critics and game media talking about how they want something new, how games are old and stale. And something like Metroid Other M comes around, it is new, it is different, and then they cry because it's different.
Exactly. So we'll tell you how it is on this show. Next, I picked up Borderlands actually just yesterday. It finally became a greatest hits pricing, so I know this game got rave reviews, often shows up on a lot of top 20 games of the year lists, so you know, I'm going to look forward to trying that one out. Next I got Brutal Legend. Missed this game when it came out, but as you can see, got it for the good $10.
Did you buy it at Toys R Us?
Oh, yeah, little advertising there we go. And yet more advertising. Another game, Wanted, which I know apparently is over in about 4 hours, but $14, whatever, it's cheaper than going to see a movie, right? So, then picked up Siberia for the original Xbox.
What the hell is that?
It's a graphic adventure, actually. I never got a chance to play, and I love graphic adventures, like back in the old point-and-click PC days, back when PC games were good. So this, never got a chance to try that out.
I think it'll be boring not off of you.
And had to buy part 2 at the same time.
Oh, nice.
There we go. And I'm very embarrassed to admit, as everyone's gonna, you know, make fun of me here, who's a video game fan, I never really got a chance to play the Prince of Persia Sands of Time games. So, so I made up for it. I've now bought all three, and I will now play them, and I'll probably rebuy it when they do an HD remix of them as well. Alright, now you can never forget about Old Faithful, the PS2. Picked up this one. I never played this, but with my rule of collecting, whenever you see that name on a game, you just buy it no matter what. So, I have no idea how this game's any good, but it's made by Atlus, so no harm there. Next, I gotta thank Chris Bucci from Turbo Views. He recently reviewed Batman on the PC Engine, and I kind of forgotten about it, and it's the one Tim Burton-based video game that I haven't owned yet, so I went out and got it, and you know what, it's pretty cool. Next, I got the Dead Rising 2 Special Edition. Now, if you guys, hopefully you saw our unboxing of this one, we showed you all the nice little goodies inside, so if you haven't seen that, please check it out. And if you saw my tour of the game room, you know I was complaining about the quality of the Night Trap I owned. It was all beat up and all that, so I hunted down actually one, as you can tell, in much better condition. Not afraid to buy games twice if they're in much better condition, but this one really looks better compared to my last one. And, being the Street Fighter fanatic I am, I already had the Street Fighter 1 on the Turbo, but found a factory sealed one. Now unfortunately the mailman shoved it in my mailbox pretty hard. I don't know if the people can see this, but it's badly damaged on the back here. But it's still nicely sealed, so just for the collectors. And we've got the Halo Reach Special Edition. Again, we did a unboxing of this one, so hopefully please check that out. We had a lot of fun filming that one. This is, I think everyone at Chargeback Forward agrees, one of the best special editions we've ever seen. It is absolutely loaded with stuff, and the game is absolutely fantastic as well. Alright, next we have Super Mario World on the Super Famicom. This is actually a present from a really good friend of mine, Paulo. My birthday's actually not until October, but he couldn't wait and gave me an early birthday present, so that is fantastic. I added to my large collection of Super Famicom games. Thank you very much there, Paulo. That is fantastic. I expect something bigger for my next birthday. And next I have Alien 3 on the regular Nintendo. I'm only missing now, I think, Alien 3 on the Game Boy and the Master System. Then I have all the versions of Alien 3 released. And now we have Willow for the NES. Unfortunately not based off the awesome arcade version, if anyone remembers that. This is more of a Zelda clone. If I remember correctly, not very good, but whatever. I think I paid like $4 for it, so more than worth it.
I think that needs to show up on a art box episode.
Now underneath, during this filming, I have every member of Chargeback Forward with me, and I've kept a couple things secret here that I haven't shown anyone or told anyone about. So this will be a cool little reveal. Let me get this off here. So first, I have Night Trap for the 3DO. This is actually everyone. You know, I've talked about Night Trap enough times on our show. The 3DO version is a little on the rare side, hard to get, and I hunted and finally found one in half decent condition at a really good price. And I love the cover with Dana Plato there, so we're going to be popping this in. You know, it sounds funny, but back in the early 90s we got very excited when the game had, you know, full screen, full motion video, and with all the colors, unlike the grainy Sega CD version.
God, we still did. Listen to us.
And now the other reveal, which is the game I can't play, but I'm a giant, as we've, you know, Terrence and I have blathered on and on about Phantasy Star, how much we love it. And there was another Japan-only Phantasy Star game released, never came out over here, as far as I know. So I finally picked it up. It's Phantasy Star Blue Burst for the PC. I believe the servers are shut down for this now. I think there's still private servers up and running, but this is the camera picked this up, an actual factory sealed Phantasy Star Blue Burst. So that adds to my rather overwhelming now Phantasy Star collection. But
at the same time, it's not part of your video game collection because it's a computer game. I'm
going to make a couple exceptions, and this will be one of them.
All right.
Now I bought a few art books over the past couple months. We've got the Udon's Art of Capcom Volume 2, just full of gorgeous artwork.
Oh, wow.
I believe it actually has all the original sketches of the Street Fighter HD remix as well in here. So, excellent book there. Resident Evil 5 art book, another Udon release. This is actually, it's hard to tell on video, but just a gorgeous cover. The glossing effect. all the artwork, character designs on the zombies, the creatures, the artifacts, everything in here, extremely well done.
Wow.
And lastly, I finally, this has been out for a while, but finally got around to getting it, is the
I object.
the Art of Phoenix Wright. A series actually I love because since I travel so much, I play the Phoenix Wright games on the plane constantly. And they get me through many, many hours of drudgery. So, a nice little fantastic art series there. Now lastly, the Hunter. This is part of the Resident Evil Archives collection. This is actually, it's got quite a bit of weight to it actually. That's probably a good couple pounds. Then we have a zombie, LabCoat zombie. Nice little detail there. It's been made by NECA, by the way. These guys do a lot of, they did the Assassin's Creed, the Bionic Commando, the God of War ones as well. And lastly, we have the Jill Valentine, and actually in alternate black uniform.
Oh, that's awesome.
Usually the alternates, they have like a limited print, so you know, maybe one day this will be worth money. Probably not, but it's fun to have. So that is my pickups for August and September. Now we were going to have another video series called Why Mike Can't Pay His Mortgage and Why He's Still Single, but if you paid attention closely, both those questions were answered in this video.